Hello everyone, greetings you all to the YouTube channel of Code to Enhance Learning. My name is Ravindranath Shirwal and I am excited to welcome you to this tutorial. I am creating this project as a part of Code to Enhance Learning mission to inspire innovation and enhance learning through simple yet impactful tech project. Whether you are a beginner or an enthusiast, this project will guide you step by step through creating your own project what my friend like and display in the format of graph. Let us see the purpose of creating the project. In our daily routine life, we come across different types of data which is difficult to visualize, understand, and important decision has to be made. If you make this data in the format of the graph, then it is a very easy to understand and important point can be easily focused upon and from which a further decision has to be taken. So let's take an example that in a classroom there are certain number of the students are there and they student like the different types of the movie like comedy, action, romance. So if you put this data in the form of the table, so from this we can't make any type of the decision and the important point cannot be focused. But if you make the tabular data in the form of the graph, this graph format data is easily visualized and make a quicker decision on it. So let's move towards the objective of the application, in which we will be plot the data of the which type of the fruit your friend like in the class, and graph format is easy to understand and for decision making. So let's see the demo of our application. So in which on a first backdrop we have the three buttons. First one is the enter the choice, second one is the show graph, and third one is the clear list. After clicking on the enter choice button, you will say the enter the name of the friend. We will enter a Ravi.
Type the name of the favorite fruit, apple or banana.
After he says the type the name of the favorite fruit, you will enter the apple. Our choice is added successfully. After that we have to show it in the show graph format. For that we have to click this button show graph. So it will show that one friend Ravi will like the apple. So we have the back button, so we will go into the first backdrop itself. After that, if you want to clear the data, we have the third button as a clear list button. After clicking this button, we will clear all the data. So let's do the abstraction to make understand the project and make it as a simpler one. First of all, what will happen on the stage? As you will see in the demo, the user will enter their choice based on the option given. Second one, the application show the bar graph of amount of the choices liked by the student in the classroom. Third one, the user can delete all the data and start with the fresh one. Second one, what sprite and backdrop will be needed on the stage? So we will require the 6 number of the sprite button. So first of all, we require the enter choice. Second one, we require the show graph button. After that, we require the clear list button. After that, we require the blue dot sprite. After that, we require the red, and last one is the back button. So let's start creating our project what my friends like. First of all, we select the backdrop to be needed. So for that, we have to go into the left bottom corner, choose a backdrop. We have to select the light color backdrop. After that, we have to make certain changes in that backdrop. So in the first one, we have required the title of our list project. So our is what my friend like. So that's center. After that, in the second backdrop, we have to plot the graph versus number of friends versus what type of the fruit they will be like. For that, we have to make a take as a square. We have to make the outline border. For that, select the color as a black, make it as a broad one. After that, take a square, make align it as a center. After that, on the y-axis we have to plot number of friends. For that, we have to select the text box, change the color as a black one. We have to type number of friends and align this in a y direction. Place here only. After that, on the x-axis we require our fruit. For that, we have to go into the sprite. We have to select our apple as our fruit. From that, we have to go into the costume. We have to select it, make it as a copy. After that, go into our backdrop and paste it here, and we can resize it from. After that, we will also require a banana. So take it as a sprite, go into the costume, select, copy it, and after going into the backdrop, paste size it and resize it, and delete this apple and banana from the sprite. So likewise, we have created our two backdrops to be needed. So let's start selecting our sprite. First of all, we have to go into choose a sprite, in which we have to search as a button. Take this button one. After that, go into the costume. In a costume, we have to take text one. First button is our enter choice. After that, we require 4 buttons, so we have to make duplicate of it, second and third one. So second button is the show graph button. After that, whatever the third button is there, our clear list. And after that, fourth button is the we have to select the different type. it is the back button. So go into the costume we have the text type as a back button. So likewise we have created our four buttons, and we require the two dot sprite, red and the blue one. For that we have to go into the sprite, we have to select the ball type. Okay, go into the costume we have to select the color as a red one, that make it as a red, resize it a small like a dot one. After that make a duplicate of it for blue one, change the color as a blue. So we have created the four buttons and the two dot sprite. So let's start coding for the project. So first of all we code for our first sprite, it is the enter choice button. First of all we have to go into the event. In a event we have when the enter choice button is to be clicked on. After that we have to go into text to speech. In a text to speech he has to speak what is the name of your friend, what is the name of the friend. After that he will be, we have to go into the sensing. In a sensing we have the same ask block, and he will ask the same question, what is the name of the friend, and wait for some time. After that we have to go into the variable. In a variable we have a make a list, so we have to answer the name. So we have to make a certain list name as a name one. After that same we have to use the add block. In an add block we have to select the name, and in a sensing we have the answer block. So he has to answer. If he asks the question what is your name of the friend, so he has to answer, so add answer. After that whatever the three blocks we have written, same three blocks we have to make duplicate for asking the question. Type the name of the favorite fruit, apple or banana. So same this has to be copied for ask one, and the change is that in place of the name we have to again recreate another list of variable, that is the fruit one. So we have created it and we have to select here only. After that we have to join it here, and after that he will be speak. So we have to go into text to speak, we have to use the speak as command, and he says that our choice added successfully. After that he will also say for some time this choice is added successfully, so we have to use say block. So he again say choice is added successfully for 2 seconds, and again we have to go into the event. In a event we have the when I receive hide button. So there is certain broadcast of the hide button is there. So when this enter choice button will receive, when I receive this broadcast of hide button, then he will be hide. So go into the loop, we have to select the hide, and again we have to go into the event. In a event we have the block when I receive show button broadcast, then this enter choice button will be show. So we have to go into the loop. In a loops we have the show command. So like this way we have written the code for the end. So let's code for our second sprite, it is the show graph button. So first of all we have to go into the event. In a event we have the when this sprite click. After that we have to switch the backdrop to graph one. So we have to go into the loop. In a loop we have the switch backdrops to graph we have to use. After that we have to go into the variable, and we have to make a certain new variable. First one is the I. After one we have to make apple as our fruit. After that we have to make banana. So we have created these three variables. After that we have to use the set I to 0, set apple to 0, and set banana to 0 as the initial value. After that we have go into the control. In a control we have the repeat until block. So in a until we have to put the contact, we have to go into the operator. In a operator we have to choose this equals to operator. After that we have to take this additional operator, we have to put it here. In this we have to make a condition that we have to go into the variable, we have to put if I is equal to length of the fruit. So we have to search into the variable only length of the fruit. So we have this length of the fruit. So first of all we have to add this here length of fruit plus 1, means in a loop we have to adding individually one by one. So we have to put it in this block one. We have to go into the control. In a control we have the if then block. In a if then block we have to put a condition that for that we have to go into the variable. In a variable we have the atom I of a, we have to choose the variable as a atom I of a fruit, and again we have to go into the operator. In a operator we the equal to operator. So place this atom I of a fruit inside this operator one, and in this if atom is equal to apple, then we have to go into the variable. In a variable we have the change apple by 1. Again, whatever the code for fruit we have written for the apple, we have to make a duplicate, and same it is written for the banana itself. So in place of the apple we have to selected only the banana, and change the in place of the apple we have the banana itself. So we have to again join this and place this whole code inside this repeat until block. After that, when the whole code is to be executed, after that, so we have to use this change I by 1. So in the apple or the banana is to be, then our score will be increased by 1. So after this we have to broadcast the message. For that we have to go into the event. In a event we have the broadcast, so we have to use the broadcast as the hide button. After that, whatever the code we have written, when I receive hide button, then this show graph will be hide one. So we have to go into the loops. In the loops we have the hide, and when again go to into the event, when I receive show button, use the broadcast message as a show button, then the show graph button will be shown. For that we have to go into the loop. In the loops we have the show button. So likewise we have written the code for the our show graph button sprite. So let's start coding for our third sprite. It is the clear list button. First of all, we have to go into the event. In an event we have when this sprite is clicked. After that we have to go into the variable. In a variable we have the delete all of. So we have to make duplicate of it. So delete all of name list as well as we have the fruit list. So when this sprite is clicked, it will delete all. After that, second part of the coding is that we have to go into the event. In an event we have the when it receive the message of broadcast hide buttons, then it will be hide one. So we have to go into the loop hide. After that, again we have to go into the event. When I receive my broadcast of the show buttons, it will be show one. So we have to go into the loop and we have to use the show block. So likewise we have completed the coding for the clear list button sprite. So let's start coding for our fourth button. It is the back button sprite. So first of all we have to go into the event. In an event, when this sprite is clicked, so it will broadcast the new message. So we have created already the broadcast as a show button. After that our backdrop will be changed. So switch backdrop to first one backdrop. It is the we have already renamed it as a title backdrop. So after that we again go to the event, second part of the coding. So in event, when I receive hide button, it will just do opposite of the first three buttons. So it will be show. So we have to go into the loop. It will be show. And again we have to go into the event. When I receive show button, then it will be hiding one. So we have to go into the loop and select the hide one. So we have completed three part of the code for this back button. Then start coding for the our next sprite is the red dot sprite. First of all we have to go into the event. In the event we have the when I receive hide buttons, means when this broadcast of the hide button will be received by the given red dot sprite, then it will get activated and we will go into the loops. In the loops we have to say block. After that we have to go into the motion, locate is a position, so its position is, so for that we have to go to x and y position. After that it will be red dot sprite will be move in a vertical direction. For that we have to give in a pointing direction. For vertical direction, pointing direction as a 0. After that he has to draw a vertical graph along y. For that we have to go into the pen. We have the pen down, so choose this block. After that we have to set the pen size, so we will set the pen size to the pen 1. After that we have to set the pen color to draw this graph in vertical, so we have to set the pen color to the red. After that we have to go into the control. We have to use the repeat block, so we have to repeat this up to 40 times. So this should be move, so we have to use the move steps because he has to vertically in direction. So it has, so what steps to be moved? Number of apples. So we have to put the apple as a vector. After that we have to go into the loops. In a loops we have the say blocks is there. We have to, so he will be say something. So after that we have to go into the operator. In a operator we have the join, so put the join here. And what is join? So go into the variable apple, we have to put the apple and we will say that join friends like apple. After that pen should be up, so we will go into this and drag this pen up. So we have write the code for the red dot sprite. Then write the second part of the code for the our red dot sprite. So first we have to go into the event. In a event we have the when I receive hide button, means whatever the message broadcast by the given hide button. Okay, after receiving that message it will be show. So for that we have to go into the look. In the looks we have the show, and again we have to go into the event. We have the when I receive show button, means broadcast of the show button, means broadcast of the show button where we'll receive. Then we have to go into the pen. We have the erase all, and after that this sprite will be hide one. So we have to go into the loop. So likewise we have completed 3 part of the coding for our ball sprite. So let's start write the code for our blue dot sprite. So whatever the code we have written red dot sprite, same code is applicable for the blue dot sprite with certain minor changes. So we will move to the blue dot sprite. Another one, this should be required also for blue dot sprite. This should be required for the blue dot sprite. So in a blue dot sprite we can see that when I receive hide button, say but the position of the go to block is to be changed. Position of the go to block is to be changed. So we have to search the blue dot sprite position from the motion block. In the motion block we have this position. So we'll take this add-on join same, set pen color is to be changed like the blue one. After that in place of the apple we have to write the banana, because the blue dot sprite used for the banana one. So we have to go into the variable. We have the banana, so we have to with the banana in also join banana. Blue dot sprite represents the banana as a fruit. So join banana. So friend, like in place of apple we have to write banana. And whatever the code, when I receive show button erase all hide, and when I receive hide button it will be show, it will be the same one. Such minor changes will be there. So we have completed the coding also for the blue dot sprite. So let's look how our project will be work after the coding. So first of all we have the 3 buttons. So we have to enter our
What is
choice.
the name of the friend?
We'll ask about the name of the friend. We enter the Ravi.
Type the name of the favorite fruit, apple or banana.
Then he asks about the favorite. We enter the apple.
Choice is added successful.
After that again we enter the name of the another friend, Anand.
Type the name of the favorite fruit, apple or banana.
Then we ask about the favorite fruit. So again we enter the apple. Choice is added successfully. Then we will be show the graph. We have to enter. So it will be showing that the both Ravi and Anand will like the apple and zero friend will like the banana. We can also go with the back button, and if we want to clear the list we have to press this button one clearly. So like this way we have created our project. So let's move towards the quiz part on the basis of what we have learned today. So first question number 1, what will be the value of the variable apple and variable banana after running the program given in the image? The values stored in the list of fruit are given in a table below. The value of I is equal to 1, apple is equal to 0 and banana 0 at the beginning of the program. So we have given the what type of the fruit you have in the tabular format. So in the, and we have the given the program in the form of the list one, and we have the 4 options. So think on it, is to be correct answer. Yeah, the correct answer is the option D, because in the table we have the 3 apples and 2 bananas. So next move towards the question number 2. So in which a Pappu wants to write a program to find out the number of the time apple and banana is stored in the list of fruit. Which of the following is a correct program? So we have the option A, B, C, D. Think on it. We have the fruit apple and banana. Yes, the right answer is option A. So next move towards the closing part. So in this first, what did we do today? We had created a project on a scratch that will create the graph format for the data in the format of the list of table, so that we can easily analyze and take better decisions through the graph format data. Second one, what did we learn? So during creating the project on a scratch we had learned various blocks: set, broadcast, repeat until, length block. In the next video series part we will study the lesson on application of regular polygon. Try something new using your imagination and create project like this. Till then, stay tuned for next video. This is Ravindranath signing off. Thank you.